Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for another episode of Death Battle. This time we have Akuma from Street Fighter versus Shao Kahn of Mortal Kombat. Now, as I should say with all my reaction videos, please click the link in the description below to go watch the actual episode itself before watching mine or anyone's reactions. Don't be a dick, support the official release. Okay, so how do I know these two? Honestly, I mostly know them because they've been in Death Battle before, or they've been mentioned in other Death Battles. And I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised like this hadn't happened already. Because, I'm not gonna lie, because Akuma is like the big, like most powerful character in Street Fighter and like the final boss. And that's kind of the same thing with Shao Kahn. When they fought Shang Tsung and M. Bison respectively, I always thought, why not put them against each other? But anyway, they're finally doing it, and honestly, it makes so much damn sense for it to be this season. It's also the first Mortal Kombat vs. Street Fighter fight to be in 3D, and I am excited for it. Now, initially, when I thought, okay, who would win, I thought Akuma. Because from everything that I've heard of, like from, well, just Akuma in general and Mortal Kombat, Akuma seems like way more powerful than anything that's been brought up about Mortal Kombat in previous Death Battles. However, it is possible that, I don't know, maybe there is something about Shao Kahn that hasn't been said in a previous episode, or there's like some possible scaling that wasn't like talked about. I don't know. But some things I did find out. So one of like the big things of Shao Kahn is absorbing people's souls. So the question is, couldn't he just do that to Akuma and like insta win? Akuma's actually fought that same gimmick. There's someone in Street Fighter, I can never pronounce his name, but he tried to absorb Akuma's soul, and Akuma basically just, as one of my friends put it, punched his way out of it and sort of just said no. I might be missing some context, totally possible. Though one argument for Akuma I have seen is just the Raging Demon. Shouldn't that be like a instant win? I've heard conflicting opinions on that, because like Shao Kahn has absorbed so many souls over the years. There's the question of, oh, that could just be an extra life, so he could survive it and then just keep the fight going. I'm not sure if that's how it works. Like, because as far as I'm aware, if like Shao Kahn's soul is destroyed and he himself is dead, then isn't that just it? I might be missing something that's totally possible, but another thing to consider about the Raging Demon, it turns the victim's sins against them, and considering all the shit that Shao Kahn has done, including stealing souls from all those people, that should have like a devastating effect, shouldn't it? At least that's what I think. I think the Raging Demon could work, but hey, we'll see. At the moment, I'm thinking Akuma, but I'm totally open to Shao Kahn winning. Anyway, I'm put these on, shut up, and hit play. Wow, 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 wow.
Akuma, Street Fighter's supreme master of the fist.
Shao Kahn, conqueror of Mortal Kombat.
Today, we'll find out which final boss reigns supreme.
At long last.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor.
I've already done my sync up thing. Why am I mouthing it?
Death battle.
Also, Akuma's so overdue for a comeback.
For heaven, symbolic of the infinite sky above and the one who stands before it.
And the last thing you'll ever see when you meet Akuma.
Trained by Master Gotetsu.
Yeah, not someone I want to cross.
Practically born into the ways of fighting.
Also, I'll admit, I think Akuma's cooler, so I kind of want him to win.
literally meaning the assassination fist.
You know how everybody says martial arts are all about meditation.
I just spotted Akuma.
And all that other boring shit. Well, Ansatsuken ain't like the other guys.
Okay, then.
It combines judo, kenpo, and karate into a unique style that's all about murdering your opponent as fast as possible. Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, the brothers' views on their training greatly differ. Goken rejected the violent methodology of the Ansatsuken, leaving to develop his own, less lethal variant of the form.
Which he would teach to Ken and Ryu.
Clearly needed less assassination. Ugh. Good thing Akuma was all about the real deal. He got so hardcore he started training to embrace the biggest martial arts secret out there.
The Satsui no Hado. Ever present, ever malicious.
Oh boy.
This is a manifestation of literal killing intent. Only Gotetsu had ever mastered this dark.
I really like the name,
Like the
Satsui no
dark side of the
Hado.
Force, but with karate?
No, but sure. With the Satsui no Hado.
I mean, that is basically what it is, right?
The cost of all compassion. This is the power of monsters.
More like
there's
Ryu.
Oni.
Akuma got so good he challenged his master and killed him Sith style with his ex-master's beads around his neck.
oh, these two there are.
Master of the Satsui no Hado.
Couldn't help it.
Obviously, this destroyed his relationship with Goken. The two brothers' destinies, let alone ideologies, were irreparably torn apart.
But who cares when Akuma's perfected all the abilities of an overpowered Shoto character and then some? He can rain down Go Hadoukens, teleport with the Ashura.
Oh, that's another thing I remember. Shao Kahn could basically no-sell the
To
projectiles.
take things up a notch, he can summon forth the Kongo
So-
Kokoretsuzan, a geyser of pure energy strong enough to sink an island. With all this power, Akuma is among the toughest Street Fighters out there.
Which says a lot when Hakan could loop himself up with enough oil to, get this, launch E-Honda into orbit to headbutt a giant meteor into smithereens.
What the fuck?
There's only one way to figure out the TNT of that. I've got the oil whiz. Get ready to launch.
That's okay.
I would love to see that, honestly.
500 trillion tons.
Oh, can we still do it though?
Fine.
But did you know Akuma's also traded blows
Can
with some
can we get a Wisdom Boom 6 show where I see that?
Street Fighters too, and the Macho Mayor Mike Hagar can pile drive people so hard it makes an explosion you can see from space.
Oh shit!
Glass size to Earth diameter, this explosion must have a yield of over 120 teratons of TNT.
That might seem nuts, but hey, Akuma's done the same kind of thing. No wonder the only guys who can match him are badasses like Goken.
Akuma would challenge
And
Goken
Ryu
again
eventually.
and again, determined to prove his version of the Ansatsuken was superior. And apparently, he was right, as he defeated Goken with his signature technique, the Shun Goku.
Usatsu.
AKA the
Raging Demon.
With this, Akuma gives in to his killing intent, targeting a person's soul and killing their spirit with the weight of their sins. There is only one known way to survive it.
Separate yourself from your soul.
From your body. Fortunately, Goken knew exactly how to do that.
Speaking of souls, this guy Nakali once tried to take Akuma's by devouring him, but not being into vor, Akuma just blew him up instead. He's so powerful, defeating an opponent takes less effort than smacking a baby. Not that Akuma would ever do that. No, I'm serious, he never would, because despite the whole zero compassion thing, he has a weird code of honor.
It's not
I've actually heard about that,
Akuma,
yeah.
Fighting is a sort of religion, and respecting the art is more important than anything. He'll spare those with an unfair disadvantage, and those whom he deems respects martial arts like him and can improve. In this way, he sort of became an unwanted mentor for Goken's student Ryu.
Hey, he's not a total killjoy. He did befriend Elena. Well, more like Elena befriended him.
I've seen that screenshot.
Should you
It's
disrespect the
it's
art of
really
fighting,
funny.
Akuma will not hesitate to murder you as disrespectfully as possible.
Like when he jumped
Oof.
that a-hole and Bison so fast he killed him in one shot. And Bison
Oh yeah, just one-shot him.
Satellite laser beam.
Following the beam speed at this angle, we can determine it was moving well over 5,000 times the speed of sound.
But
Jesus
with all that
Christ.
power, Akuma knew he'd never be at his best until he'd mastered the Satsui no Hado and become Akuma Blanco. Shin Akuma.
As Shin Akuma, he possesses full control over the dark art, using it to its fullest extent.
Only Gotetsu
Okay,
ever
but
mastered
how
the
much
art
more
like
powerful
this.
does it make him?
Doing it is not just super difficult, but super dangerous.
Right. The Satsui no Hado isn't just a form of energy, it is a sentient entity, striving to push those who connect with it to fully commit to their rage. For when they do,
Huh.
they are no longer themselves. they become the Satsui no Hado itself.
Yeah, like when it tried to take over Ryu and manifest it as its own evil person, Kage. Akuma truly believes the Hado is his best chance at becoming the ultimate world warrior, but he also knows that if he's not careful, he could lose himself to it.
And when he does, the Hado will take his body and become the awesome, demonic Oni.
Oh,
Oni does look pretty damn cool.
He's got all sorts of new moves and can easily overpower pretty much any other Street Fighter.
In Japanese folklore, Oni are yokai, or demons, that spawn from the souls of the wicked upon death. However, in some legends, the most evil of humans can actually transform while still alive. Such as Shutendoji, a drunken monk who gave in to malice, became an Oni, and was so powerful he could not die, even after he was decapitated.
Not so different from this big bad blue boy. But hey, Akuma hasn't lost himself to the dark side of the Hado yet. The dude split apart mountains, taking a leisurely trip to the bottom of the ocean, and literally leaped into the land above the clouds. He just jumped.
What the fuck?
He was there. Forget standing before heaven. This dude straight up flies above it.
Akuma's lust for
Okay.
will likely never be sated, but his chosen path has been set. He will either be the world's deadliest man or its bleakest failure. Until then, he will never stop searching for a foe who can challenge the might of his Satsui no Hado.
Will Shao Kahn be that foe? Alright, I'm gonna have to really keep my eye out for, like, numbers or other stuff.
Only the strong survive.
Definitely at the bottom of my list of places to go when I retire, and it's all thanks to the tyrannical ruler, Shao Kahn.
Thousands of years ago, Shao Kahn was an advisor to the Dragon King, Onaga.
Until Onaga took a permanent nap when Kahn poisoned him and claimed the throne all his own. Now that's what I call climbing the political ladder.
With an army of demonic...
I mean, that is one way to do it.
At his beck and call, Shao Kahn began conquering and merging other realms with Outworld, including the once idyllic paradise of Edenia.
After which he hooked up with Edenia's queen, Sindel. But his conquest didn't just win him a traitorous MILF. The crafty bastard also picked up a ton of awesome powers.
Kahn is a deceptive leader who isn't afraid to resort to, quite frankly, dickish methods to achieve his
Ouch.
goals.
He's basically a wrestling heel in the form of an otherworldly invader, right down to dressing like a male stripper.
Despite living on a completely different
Oh god, I'll never not
he's
think about
somehow
that now.
mastered two Chinese martial arts, Daizu and Liu Wei, both of which prioritize fast and aggressive strikes to overwhelm opponents.
But Khan's real bread and butter is his mastery of magic. He can shoot fireballs, create portals, make you his telekinetic yo-yo, bounce projectiles back to sender, and conjure his signature hammer whenever he wants.
With his Wrath Hammer, Kahn can crush even the strongest combatants
With a K!
to pieces with his
Always with a K.
abilities. But perhaps his most iconic ability is taking souls.
With just a wave of his hand, he can dine on some fine soul food, courtesy of whatever sap crossed his path.
Khan went far with these abilities.
Right, I don't think he should be able to do that to Akuma.
Caught sight of a little planet called Earthrealm.
But first, his forces had to rack
Based
up
on-
enough wins in.
Yeah, I'll
Hit
talk
the
about it
music,
later.
Wiz.
We don't have the licensing rights.
Mortal Kombat! Doot, 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 doot. I'll stop there so we don't get sued.
Almost had the 10 consecutive wins needed to
That's a good line.
Earth.
But the goody two-shoes monk Liu Kang just had to ruin it all. But
By
Khan
punching a
said,
hole in his
"Screw
chest."
it," and invaded Earth anyway.
The moment Khan set foot on Earth, he stole the souls of nearly every human being on the planet.
Then physically merged Earthrealm and Outworld into one big melting pot of conquest.
The exact meaning of merging realms is a little vague, but from Mortal Kombat 3's intro, we do know that it transforms the planet into part of Outworld itself. But even when he's not literally folding worlds together, Khan is always a threat to behold, far superior to most of the other combatants.
He's a cocky asshole, but damn, he sure knows how to get stuff done.
He's one-shotted Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, survived being impaled, broke Kotal Khan's back, and has consistently surpassed the likes of the Thunder God, Raiden.
Oh, being all thundery is as fast as lightning. Khan could even hold his own when Raiden held the power of all the Elder Gods.
For context, the Elder Goddess Cetrion can grow as large as a planet and fire this hyper-fast laser, which, comparing its speed to the curvature of the Earth, can smite mortals at 2% the speed of light.
Oh,
You
shit.
know you're a big shot when actual gods think you're a pain. Look at him go!
Don't mistake powerful with invincible. Kahn's might is only matched by his arrogance.
Yeah, he really does love to hear himself talk, even when it leaves him totally open. I guess he doesn't consider the consequences of his constant taunting.
Is that your best?
I thought it was funny.
You suck.
Moving on. Even if it can get the better of him, Kahn has proven his arrogance isn't completely unfounded. After ages of conflict, all of the combatants fought in a final clash of good versus evil.
And Kahn emerged as the last man standing.
It was
Until
there
Raiden
he
reset
defeated
time and
Blade,
just...
an all-powerful elemental who threatened every realm in existence.
Luckily for the good guys, Raiden had a way to basically go back in time and try to stop Kahn from winning in the first place. That's right, Kahn was such a big threat, the only way to beat him was a complete do-over.
And even with that victory now a non-existent memory, Shao Kahn will never relent. Even death has never stopped this conqueror from his ultimate quest to rule everything.
I am outworld. Vacate my throne, or I'll soak these sands with your blood.
Was... Okay, I might have been swayed by that. Because, like, all the numbers they brought up for Akuma were insane. But they touched upon the whole, like, merging worlds thing. They didn't give a number for it, so I wonder... Oh, it just sounds more impressive as well. And from that speed count that they gave, it sounds faster, so I guess the whole, like, with... The only thing I could see going for Akuma right now is just the Raging Demon. But with how much faster Shao Kahn is, it's likely he could just, like, win the fight before Akuma goes for it. I guess I'll go with Shao Kahn. Alright, let's I mean, I'll still root for Akuma because I think he's cooler, and I'd just like to see him win out of the two, but hey, I got no real problem if Kahn does win. So, let's see what happens. Alright, the combatants are set, and we run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Why'd they switch sides? Eh, oh well.
Die 1,000 deaths!
Just murdering a dude right away.
Tournament. Another fool seeking my throne. I only seek your life.
That's a really good Akuma voice. Not gonna do anything. Yeah, Akuma projectiles are not the way to do it. Ooh. Oh, that's just cheap.
You will die. Death is beneath me.
Ooh. Okay, doing it point blank works, I guess. Ooh.
Is that your best? Weak, pathetic fool.
Ow! Oh, he's gone Shin already. Oh! Good use of the X-rays.
Your soul is mine.
And he's gonna say no.
Satsui no Hado is mine.
Oh, well, you broke that out quick. Jesus Christ. If this doesn't work, Akuma's done. Why would you keep trying projectiles? Oh! Raging Demon, and it's... Oh. Oh! Oh, no. Yeah, Akuma's done.
Flawless victory.
Okay.
Now that's what I call a fatality!
With the power of the Satsui no Hado, Akuma was a unique challenge for Shao Kahn.
Yeah, like how he resisted Nakali suggests Kahn couldn't have just yanked his soul away so easy.
And Akuma's level of power was nothing to scoff at either.
Akuma's biggest hits were way stronger than you'd think, blasting apart meteors and making explosions seen from space. But Kahn survived blasts from beings even more powerful than that, like the Elder Gods, who can grow to the size of planets. And remember Blaze? He could destroy all the realms, and even did in one of his endings.
And while Blaze's story ending isn't canon to the Mortal Kombat universe in and of itself, it is still an example of what could happen in canon.
And Kahn whooped that red-hot ass.
While we do not have an exact time frame for Blaze's destruction of the realms, destroying Earthrealm alone would require at least overcoming Earth's gravitational binding energy, or about 47.8 zetatons of TNT.
Over 300 million times the power of the Teraton explosion from Akuma's lineup.
There we
Keep
go.
in mind, when Kahn merges realms, he is literally morphing an entire planet into Outworld itself. This means it makes sense he could defeat Blaze, because he already commands a similar level of power.
But I know what you're thinking. What about the Raging Demon, Akuma's awesome finishing move? Shao Kahn has racked up more than enough sin in his time for it to totally murder his soul.
There was always a possibility that Akuma would get a lucky hit in with the Shungoku Satsu. However, given Kahn can keep up with the likes of
There it
Shao
is.
and their space lasers, he could certainly keep pace with Akuma.
And sure, Khan's an arrogant son of a bitch, but he knows when to get serious. If his arrogance was that big of an issue, he wouldn't have conquered so many realms.
Both Akuma and Kahn were among the best of the best in their respective worlds, but this match ultimately came down to who would land their killing blow first. Shao Kahn's overwhelming power, mystical abilities, and treacherous strategies were enough to claim this victory.
Outworld's Emperor was the only one who could surpass Akuma.
That was a good one.
Is Shao Kahn.
Congrats, Shao Kahn.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next match.
I'm gonna have to check to see who the voice actor of Shao Kahn was.
One of those boxes right over there. And by
'Cause I heard
just
an idea.
linked down below.
Alright, who's next? Oh, it's Cora's episode. That's it. Okay, I'll talk about that next time in a bit. This fight was pretty damn good. Kept me on my toes, especially considering of how, like, just how the ending went. And they made Akuma sound pretty damn epic. Actually, they made both sound pretty damn epic. And, hang on, I gotta go back and find out the voice of Kahn in that. Oh, it was Gianni! Huh. How about that? He got his first win! So, yeah, I guess this means Gianni's not the Sean Bean of Death Battle anymore. So that's a thing. I don't know what that much else to comment on for this episode. I feel like there was something I'm probably just blanking on it, but And I'm also tired from work. So I guess I have to talk about the next time. Why? Like... Yeah, I'm not a fan of the next time. I was hoping for another matchup for Korra, but well, that's out the window. And well, Korra finds out that she is going to die. Like, of all of Korra's options, this was the one she stood the least chance against. Oh boy. And I'll be honest, aside from controlling the elements, I don't really get the theme of the matchup. Although, I'm sure there's something I'm missing because I don't know Storm as well. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what else to say, so I guess I'll just end it. Thanks for watching, all of that stuff, and here's whatever outro is next on the lineup. I can never remember. Bye.
Hello loves, Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment and check out his other stuff. Cheers loves!